Hello and welcome to Radiant Revival, where we talk about how to break through your addiction to self-help and finally make your inner vision your outer radiant reality. I'm your host, Dr. Rhuan, Rudy, psychologist and empowerment coach for women. And I'm so happy to be here today with our guest, Nina Sterle. Now, has more than 20 years of experience in leadership development, communication, coaching, and personal transformation. Nina Sterle has worked extensively with individuals, teams, leaders across corporate and personal growth environments. She is an international keynote speaker, certified professional coach, NLP master practitioner, and co founder of Walk Your Presence. Through her talks, she creates spaces where people reconnect with what is real, true, and alive within themselves. And so they can learn how to live, lead, and decide from that place.
Mm.
Welcome, Nina. I am so happy to be here with you today.
Thank you, Ruan. That was so nice to hear all these things about myself. Thank you for this great presentation and for the invitation to be here.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Well, you have such an extensive background of experience working with
Mm.
individuals and corporations. And I would love if we could just start off like, what do you think is at the core of how you help people with transformation? Like, what is the heart of it?
Oh, yeah. I think that I'm myself in love in the transformation that one can deliver for oneself for the life that we are living, right? So I'm so in love that we can create these spaces where change can happen, can come alive. So I can't see myself anywhere else but here, supporting people to go through that changes and live their truth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
so
would
when
say that.
Yes, and so when people seek you out, like what are some of the things they might be experiencing in their life that they're feeling stuck? Or, like what kind of patterns are showing up for them? How are they feeling stuck where they're like, I need to find someone who can help me with this, and then they find you.
Yeah, they definitely feel stuck, of course. But my intention is that I would like to work with people who are also in love with the self work, right? Who are prepared to dig deep and do the hard work. So, people that come to me are really prepared for the changes. They know that it's their responsibility to do all those changes. They know that I don't have the magic pill which could save them. So, they are very eager to get down to business and to see what kind of transformation our our field of surrounding will help them. Yeah.
Right. And I wonder, a lot of times it seems that people have tried to do work on themselves. Maybe they've read a book, they've gone to a seminar, they're really
Mhm.
seeking things out and they're trying to make changes, but maybe those changes aren't sticking, or
Yeah.
they've made some progress in like creating more of what they want in their life, but not really the full, like they really haven't seen that full transformation they're looking for. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that people, in spite of they're intelligent, they're working
Mhm.
hard, they're really sincere, like why do you think it is that people are still getting stuck in those old habits or
Yeah.
patterns?
Despite that they are doing everything right. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that they're coming into the field of self work. Don't understand me wrong when I say this, but they do come uh, with the wrong reasons.
Oh, interesting.
I always ask a person, and I would pose this question to everybody that doesn't experience the breakthrough. Uh, would they still choose to work on themselves if their lives were like okay? If there was nothing bad going on in their lives, would they still commit their energy and come to the space where self work becomes alive. And if the answer is no, of course not. I came here to get things better, more right. Then this person, in my opinion and in my experiences, is coming to me with the idea that if he does all the steps, if he goes to coaching, goes to, I don't know, family constellation, then his life will be better. Of course, it will be better, but if you're attached to the idea that only then you will be happy if your life is better, only then you will know that you are successful if your life gets better, then you are too attached and you are resisting the circumstances that are happening right at this moment. And if you are resisting, then that means that you are not accepting life as it is, and life is here just the way it is because it wants to teach you a lesson. So I think that if they come to me with this idea that they have to change, the change gets stuck.
I
If
see.
they come to me when I invite them to just come, like, because they're curious,
Oh.
what is behind? I invite curiosity to the field of self work because I think that then the person really is saying to the universe, okay, I'm ready. I'm not attached to the one result that I want, but I'm open that life shows me what is behind the problems in my life, why are they repeating, what can I do, what is there for me to learn. So just be curious and not attached, and make self work like a way of life, not a way out of life that you don't like.
Yes.
Is
Could
this
you say
making
that?
sense?
Yeah, that's so good, Nina. So you said make self-work a way of life versus a way out of
Out
life.
of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of like when you say a way out of life, is it like I don't like this, I don't want this, so I need
Yeah.
to get rid of that problem over there? Is that
Yeah.
what
And yeah, and you know what is really happening if a person comes to work on himself from a field of resistance? I don't like this. I want this to change. He's stepping into this field from a place of lack. He believes deep down inside that something is missing, right?
means?
And he goes and search this in the self work, but you won't find yourself there. You won't find yourself. You will only awaken yourself. I think that there is a big difference from people. I say if you are searching for yourself, and many people say that we are here to find ourselves, but
Mm.
I think that this is a big mistake because then all life we can be searching for ourselves and we are staying lost.
Right.
As long as you're searching for yourself, you'll be lost. You have to know that everything is in here and that you just need to awaken it,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's so true. Like it can, I mean, I think so many people on a path of personal development or they're
yeah,
seeking more, it can be easy to fall into that belief of like I'm looking for something out there, but then you're right, they're not connected within and they're
no,
always it's going to just keep on continuing because if you start looking
yeah,
out there for something to fill something in here,
yeah,
like how it doesn't work that way, so therefore
yeah,
it's
it
going to
doesn't.
keep on
And you
continuing.
know,
Yeah.
I remember something, and maybe I can share this experience. I also, in my work, I organize retreats on catamarans, on sailing boats, right? Because my husband is he's a skipper, and so we combined our talents, and I do retreats for couples,
Wow.
right? We are working on the value of partnership. And many times there are women, of course, who make the application and they have this goal. Okay, Nina, now it's time. My husband is coming with me, and you will show him everything that he is doing wrong. So the woman is wanting something outside of her to change. And you know, when we do the work, I work with couples. it just shows that there's not so many problems on the side of the man, but on the side of the woman. And then we are doing most coaching with her to accept the things that as they are and to see that their husband loves them in the way that he is there to love them, not in the way that they want him to love them, right? And I think that this is the one of the breakthroughs in self-work when you realize that you are not the one who really knows how your life is supposed to be, that your life is bigger than you, and that it will show you the way and it will show you how you can live your potential if you just let him and don't and let go of the control
I
how it's
see.
supposed to be. I think that this is the biggest magic that you can
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
And I know what you're saying with that, and I would love to ask you more about that because I think for a lot of people, it can be really difficult. This idea, what I'm hearing is it sounds like surrender, right? Like that there's this life bigger than us wanting to come through. Um, so often though, I think it brings up fear, like, but I want this. Like, what if life doesn't want me to have this? I want to have maybe a beautiful relationship or this home for my family. And then it brings up fear, like, are you saying I can't have my dreams? Like, how would you, like, when that comes up with your clients, how do you address that fear? Like, they have a vision of what they want their life to look like. And you're like, but wait a second, you're telling me to let that go. So,
Yeah.
how do you address?
Okay, it's a great question. I get it all the time from my clients, and I just invite them to move their focus from it's not so much about what they wish for, but it's about two different things. One thing is what are they able to believe about their wishes?
Mm,
Okay. Because just having the wish won't make the wish happen. You have to look beyond and you have to see what beliefs do you have about the wishes. And the second thing that it's even more important, I just ask them, okay, let's leave aside the form of your wish, how it has to look like in the future. Tell me, how do you want to feel in your life?
hmm.
Okay. And then we are going to on this trip where we practice, we train to trust that life will give you the feeling that you want to have. And you let go of the idea that will bring you this feeling.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
So is it essentially like focus on the vision and the feeling and then allow the how to come through? Like let life direct the
Yes.
how, the actual unfolding of
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah.
you stay in that feeling state, you stay committed to the vision, but just let the life
Yeah,
get
yeah, that's my advice, and I experienced it in on my own path that when I surrender, when I let go of the idea, because I was born as a very stubborn person. I was so attached. I identified myself with my opinions.
Mm.
So if it wasn't like I thought it must be, then I was like almost dying, right? This is
It was
not
so
allowed.
painful.
Yeah, it was very painful. And if somebody didn't agree with me, I felt like he was against me, he doesn't accept me. So I had to learn really, really well how to get let go of the attachment of how things should be and realize that this is only the opinion that I'm having now and that this opinion can change and I can learn to look at life in a different perspective, in a different way.
Yeah. And what would you tell somebody who's trying to do that but is having a hard time with it? Like, how do you actually work with
Yeah,
it?
sometimes it's hard. I mean, you can understand it all in the
Right, you can
mental
say, I know
area.
I should, but
Yeah, yeah, we all know, especially if you are in self-work for a long time, right? You know all those things, you get the knowledge, but you don't have the wisdom yet, right? The
Right.
knowledge does not help you sometimes because, and this is the another area of my work that I do, is I try and look behind on the energetic field, right? I do a lot of family constellations. So this is where we look what happened in your past life. Maybe there is some karma going on, right? And it's some blockages in energetic level that are just not letting you get the mental image that you know inside your body, that you are not able to feel what you know because some karma is doing I don't know how you are on this topic, but I have so much experiences in freeing the karma, doing family constellations, and then shifts start to happen. Sometimes it's all also that it's
I
not just the
see.
attachment, but it's the
Yeah.
blockage that you are not aware of. It's a wound from past lives. It's a wound that is carried on to it, passed on to you from your family
Mm.
karma, right? Family patterns, unconditioned beliefs, limiting beliefs of your family, and this is all like on your back, and you don't even know that you're carrying it.
It's really heavy. And so what I understand you're saying, Nina, is when somebody intellectually understands, they're like, I know I've been doing
Yeah,
self-work. I know I should in this moment be able to feel differently about the situation, but I'm
yeah,
still really
yeah,
angry or frustrated or really hurt by the situation. And but they recognize it's really out of proportion to what the situation is. You're
yeah,
saying that there are energetic blocks from now
yes,
or another time
yeah,
that you're able to go in and help them clear. And that's why it
yeah,
hasn't settled into their body really as wisdom yet.
yeah,
Something there that's
of
really
course.
been blocking it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I can share my own experience if I can.
Yes.
For example, I'm married for a second time, and from my first marriage, I have two children, and my husband also has two children from his first marriage. And there was no way that we could click, me and his children, right? And I was like doing everything that I know. I said to myself, okay, I'm a coach. I'm doing positive discipline. I have so much knowledge.
Yeah.
Why can I accept those children and why are they hating me so much? I'm such a lovely person, right? And then I worked, it took me years, not like 1 month, years, because we had great karma between us. And then when I freed this, when I delivered the healing, I didn't deliver it, the healing went through me, right? I'm just Nina person, but the healing, I have this gift that I can hold space for the healing energy to go
Mm.
through me. And when I did that, everything changed. And my husband was like, wow, look what you did. You see, you just have to think, start to think differently. But I was like, come on, you know, it was not that. My husband is really down to earth. So
Oh,
he knows me, but still cannot comprehend what is really
so fun.
happening. And now we are having such a nice relationship.
Mm.
And despite all of my knowledge, all the self work that I did, if there was no energetic work, this relationship could not be freed, in my
Oh,
experience.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness you had that experience then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and I so appreciate your transparency about that, the vulnerability of sharing that because even when we're on the path, even when we're coaches or we've done a lot of work, there's always more. And it doesn't, there's some things that can shift quickly for people, right? There's some processes and some things that can shift quickly, but other things, it really is a journey and it's a process, and it doesn't mean anything is wrong. It's just
No.
there's the unfolding. And I imagine that what you talked about having to surrender the outcome, like I imagine you were holding on to that feeling and vision that you
Yeah.
wanted the relationship to be, and you must have been in such a place of openness to allow the
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, it was it was a hard one for me because I stepped into this like, oh, I know I will save everything. I was a savior, but no, life taught me a lesson that
Yes,
who am I? Yeah,
life is such a great teacher when we're willing to
yeah,
receive those lessons, when we're willing to ask
yeah,
questions. And I something you said earlier, curiosity. That's such a wonderful skill to develop in life because I mean, I think at some point for a lot of us, curiosity kind of diminishes. When we're kids, like we're curious about everything. We ask why, we want to experience everything.
yeah.
And as adults, I think that goes away a little bit. But instead of approaching life from an angle of what's right or wrong, but like just being curious, like I wonder why, or like I'm curious to learn more. I love that you teach that to your clients.
Yeah, because I really believe that from a place of curiosity, miracles can happen. Because
Mm.
when you are curious, you are not attached to the outcome. You don't have a finalized vision. You're just curious. Okay, what is this situation bringing to me? Right? For example, right at this moment, yesterday, my youngest son, he found out that he was not going to finish his high school in the way that it is normal, right? And his exams will postpone into the fall. And I was like telling him, well, life catches you one moment or the other, and now it's this moment. Life is catching on to you to teach you the lessons that you have been avoiding for 4 years. But it's nothing wrong with this. This is your way of learning. I'm here to support you, and I believe that life has something good in store for you because of this detour, right? And I don't see him as unsuccessful. I teach him to accept what is, and I teach him that when you accept life as it is, only then can you accept yourself like you are, the whole self, and then change starts
Mm.
to happen. Yeah,
Yeah, that's so beautiful, Nina. I just think of how many people we all need that unconditional love and support in our lives, right? Like it's
yeah,
so
yeah,
beautiful that you are that person in his life and that we all can learn from that, that we can all you know relate to ourselves more in that way. Like how
yeah,
could something
yeah.
in our life be like, this is what life is. You said it so eloquently. I wish I could like remember it exactly, but like that this is we can learn from this and it's okay. It doesn't mean it's wrong or
Yeah,
you know, from this.
yeah. I think that if we can learn that and embody the wisdom that life is not happening to us but for us, then we are the winners. And
Mm.
if people come to the field of self work from this perspective, like, oh, this happened to me, life happened to me, and they start to um, tell me their sad story, how they were hurting, what happened, I stop them. I say, it's we are wasting time. I don't, it's not important what happened to you, because if you have the need to tell me what everything that bad happened to you, then you are staying in the role of victim, and I'm not here to support this role. I'm here to awaken the role of creator. So don't explain to me what all the bad things that happened to you. Just tell me how you felt about them.
Yeah.
What do you believe about them? And let's start from here and move to how, what was the lesson, what the life is trying to teach you from all this, because the lesson will repeat will repeat as long as you don't understand what is teaching you, right? And when you understand it, then it becomes a learning, and from the learning, if you incorporate it into your life, then it becomes a wisdom that you are living. And I think that this is these are the levels of self-work, right? To transform the lessons into wisdoms. Yeah.
Mm.
And to do that, you have to be curious. Okay, why is this happening to me? Then you
Yeah.
activate the role of creator. If you're like, oh, this is happening to me, help me. I'm then the change won't happen
Yeah.
because a big part of you is still not prepared to grow up, to grow from the role of the victim. Because for some reason, and a lot of times this is the reason also of family patterns, this is all you know. The role of the victim is the one thing you know, and you have the need to keep it alive, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with all of this, because you're talking about such a deep level of transformation,
Yeah.
and I'm curious on your take on about somebody reaching their full potential. Like, do you believe that like full potential is a real thing? Like, how do you, what's your thought about somebody actually embodying and living their full potential?
Yeah. I think that we all came here as souls in these bodies to live our full potential.
Mm.
I truly believe that we all have the opportunity to live our full potential. I also believe that too many people think that to live my potential means to live it like business wise, right? Professionally, like this is my potential. But I don't think so. I think that when you are living your potential, you are living your authentic self.
Mm.
And your authentic self comes alive in every situation, in every role that you step in, you bring your spice. Okay, and it's the right question to ask is not what the role that I'm playing is giving to me, what I'm becoming because of the role. I don't like to say I'm a coach, I'm an ICF coach, I'm
Mm.
Nina stepping into the role of coaching, and my spice is like this curiosity, limitless love for life, and I'm bringing this to the role of coaching. And
Mm.
I try to teach people that they start to look at their lives like this. What are you bringing to the roles that you are playing? And this is your potential. How would you like your spice to taste? Right?
Mhm.
Because the world needs your spice.
Yes, absolutely. So when
Yeah.
you say potential, you're talking about really who that person is, right? The
Yeah.
fullness of who they
The
are,
fullness.
that they're
Yeah.
to whatever role they are in their life. Not
Yeah.
like an outer achievement, but
No.
actually
Yeah.
those inner, I love the
Yeah.
spot, you know, how you call it their spice, right? Because those are their
Yeah. That's right.
it's their own.
Yeah. Of course, because I see too many people who are dealing with this idea that they have to change, they have to be like somebody, like an ideal person who is like, this is the person I have to be. No, this
Mhm.
is, if you're comparing yourself to others, you're buying copies, right?
Mm.
And it's time that you start selling your original. This is my message. And comparison won't get you anywhere. You are here because if we were all alike, the world would have one taste, and it would be pretty boring, don't
It
you
would
think?
be pretty boring. Yeah, I like to think of it as flowers, right? Like each flower is amazing and beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I like the idea that when you trust your inner voice, that is the time that you can be most creative,
Mm.
and then that is the time that you can share your full potential with the world, right? By
Yeah.
accepting everything that you are and by letting go of everything that you are not.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that too many people are attached to the idea. what is missing, what am I not yet um, knowing, achieving. Yeah,
Yeah, their focus is on something else. It's like on
yeah,
they're not trying to be in scarcity, but it's in a what's missing, what's lacking versus the
yeah, what's lacking? Yeah,
being able to really appreciate who they are.
yeah. And I make a joke about this when when a person tells me but I'm not like there yet. I have to go to another course. I have to do this and that. And then I tell him, "You're like a magician, you know?" And he's like, "How? How?" I say, "You see things that are invisible. You notice things that are not here. Wow, look at the power in you. What about trying to notice the things that are here, that are present, right?"
Yeah.
And if I mentioned presence, and if I combine this with self-work, I think that if you come in the field of self-work, in the awareness of the present moment, not with the idea how your future will be like, also then you open so much space for change to happen. If you just stay here and not focused on, okay, what will happen because of my self-work. Yeah.
No, you're that's such an interesting perspective that we really have to be in the present moment. That's where there's that
Yeah.
potential for transformation. Because if we're focused on the future, like that's just in our minds. Like this is where the
Yeah.
action.
It's a mental concept. Yeah.
Yes, it's a mental concept. So being in the present moment. And do you have any tips like for our audience if they're like, well, how do I be this sounds amazing. How do I be more in the present moment?
Yeah, I think we all lack this skill to live in the present moment like fully. But one thing that we can all do is become an observer,
Mm.
right? To step in the role of observer, just observing what is, stepping out of the thought, because I don't know, we generate in a day approximately 60,000 thoughts, right? And the problem is that we think that these thoughts are our ultimate truth. What I think is my truth. If you prepare yourself to step out of the mind, the mental concept, and just observe, okay, what am I thinking right now? If I am observing my thoughts, this means that I'm not my thoughts. Okay. So this means that the power is here in me, right? So I can change this thought. Okay. Being an observer and losing the interpretation.
I see.
This is also an easy way how to stay in the present moment because we are so fond of interpreting what is
Yeah.
happening,
Yeah.
right? And also Lao Tzu, he who wrote the Tao Te Ching, right? The 81 wisdoms. I so loved his work. He said the Tao that can be named is no longer the Tao. So the moment I name something, I start the process of interpretation. And because of the interpretation, problems start to happen because you have your interpretation, I have mine, and then we go, okay, who is more right?
Right.
Instead of, okay, how come you have this interpretation and how come I have this one? Let's see, okay, and how can we change that?
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful, Nina. This has just been incredible. So much wisdom just pouring out of you. Is there
Yeah.
is there anything else you wanted to share before we wrap up today and talk about the special gift you have for our audience?
I don't know. I think that we've shared so much, as you said, this great wisdom. Don't forget that you already have everything right here. If you didn't have everything that you needed, you wouldn't be here, right? And know this that you are here. I think that we came here to learn, to accept what is, and to trust what will be.
Mm.
Okay. And when I say this, I can feel literally my vibration hiring, right? Accept what is and trust what will be. This is my message.
Thank you. That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful. Well, can you please, I know you have a special gift for our audience. Can you please share what your free gift is?
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, I created this special spiritual tool that I channeled, right? Because I have this gift that I can talk to the universe. Sometimes it's so loud that I've learned what do the numbers, the dates of our birthday that we chose mean for us, right? So I've created for every day from the 1st to 31st, what does it mean if you as a soul chose, for example, I chose the number 19. I'm born on the 19th of December. And the 19 number is teaching me, every number is telling you what kind of lessons you came here to learn. So this can support you in the field of self-work. Oh, this is my birthday. Oh, this is my lesson. Okay, I understand. Okay, I will try to transform it. So, for example, my number, 19, I came here to learn that I have to lose the attachment to the result and to know with every cell of my body that I don't have to prove anything, that I just have to share myself with the world. This is my learning. And I had many troubles in the early years of my life, but now I'm getting there. So in this gift, you will be able to see what is your lesson and what are the lessons of the people that you know when they have their birthdays, and you will um, be able to look more closely at this level. Yeah, I think it's a great gift.
It sounds wonderful, Nina. Thank you so much. So everyone, go
Yeah,
ahead and click on that link below this video to get your
yeah,
free gift from Nina and learn what your birthday means and how to
yeah,
apply your life lessons, correct?
yeah.
Oh, this sounds
Yes,
amazing. Oh, well, thank you so much, Nina. Thank you for being here today. Such a pleasure.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.